Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and we are at Gen Con 2024 with none other than Czech. That's right, Czech Games. And they have a new one coming out, Little Alchemist. And I'm here with Nathan, and we're going to learn how to play Little Alchemist. Hey Nathan.
Hi, how's it going?
So what's the deal with it? How do we play it? What's the concept?
Sure, I'll give you the quick overview. So, originally, the original game of Alchemist was a heavy-duty sort of potion-making, worker placement, social deduction Euro that came out 10 years ago. And since then, the designer has started a family. So, when his little daughter was about 3 years old or so, she started showing interest in the game. But obviously, for a big, heavy Euro game, it's a little bit intense for a 3-year-old to understand. You can imagine. So, he started to actually incorporate playing some of the elements of the game with her that were just very basic to kind of as an interactive activity. So in Alchemist, you're basically making potions, and the game has a companion app that you use to scan the potions, and it creates marks of potions. You mark it down on your grid, and then you're sort of using that to deduce and write theories about different things. So for the original game, he was sort of just doing the scanning and making potions part with her, so she could kind of like experience that. But it was like, not much of gameplay, just more like kind of showing her like the interactivity. As she grew up, got a little bit older and got more interested in the game, he kind of added more layers of it. So eventually got to the point where he was like decided to make a full game that is sort of a condensed, more kid and family friendly version of Alchemist. It's a little bit lighter, but that still has a lot of like weight to it as it kind of expands. So in the core of the game, the setup is, ironically enough, that you're a bunch of kids and you found your grandpa's old alchemy gear in the basement.
Just like me, but it was moonshine.
Yeah, exactly. So they start to mess around with it and start to realize, okay, like, well, we want to start a lemonade stand, but instead of selling lemonade, you're selling magic potions.
Oh, wow.
So
such a good idea.
You're selling potions to adventurers, you're making potions. That's kind of the general concept of the game. So basically, the game plays across 7 chapters. The first chapter is kind of the introductory, so it's a little bit of a tutorial type chapter. And the idea is you're playing the same gameplay loop each chapter. Right. As you hit certain milestones, you'll unlock content that'll be layered into the main game. So over time, you'll definitely get like a lot more scope to the game. So it's meant to be scalable for younger players in the first early chapters, and then it gets a little more complicated as you unlock chapters. And by sort of the mid chapter, chapter 3 or 4, it starts to feel a little more like, ooh, there's a little more meat to it. And then by the 7th chapter, you're playing the whole game has all the different layers.
Oh, that's so cool! Together. It's a step up. It's like a scaffolding.
Yeah, it's
so
like
they can get the
kiddos. So
I love it.
A chance to like play. So here's the basic core game loop. So basically, you'll start by very basically just making potions. So on your turn, you have a couple ingredients in front of you. You'll take 2 of them, set them up, and this is everyone has their own player board and shield. So behind closed doors, you're going to be putting your ingredients there. The app, you'll scan it. It'll then tell you what potion that makes. You'll mark the potion down in your potion grid based on what combination it creates. And you're going to get rid of these, and then you're going to draw 2 more, and there you go, and you're set. So basically, you'll make potions. Over time, this will whittle down, and then the adventurers will start showing up. So when you have an adventurer show up, you have until the next one arrives to basically try to make the potion that they want to get. So this person wants a red potion. So if I can make a red potion on my turn, I would mark that I had triggered, make the potion, and then I'm going to get some coins for selling it to them. So at the end of this loop, when the shop closes up for the night, you basically count your coins, and whoever has the most coins wins. That's very, very, very basic, just first level, and it's much more interesting.
Really?
There. Yeah, that's just the loop. So you're gonna be doing that numerous times. The idea is every time you complete the game, the app will give you a sort of a puzzle that ties into sort of what you've learned in that game. So if you complete it correctly, you'll get one of these coin stickers that you're going to put on these boxes. So the game includes 6 boxes full of locked content that you'll all access as you play. So you'll put the sticker on and you can scan it and it'll do a little animation, and then you can open it up and put add content to it, which I've already taken out. So the second chapter, for example, adds in a new layer, adds in the deduction element. So now you're going to be doing the exact same loop again. You can make potions, but as you start to fill in your grid, you're going to start to learn what a combination of ingredients make which potion. So if I were to say I now have learned that say this little chicken foot ingredient now makes these 2 potions, I can test that in the app and on my turn as an action. And then if I'm correct, I'll get some extra points. So a little end game bonus scoring.
Very cool.
This is sort of the very basic level of the deduction element. It gets much more complicated over the course of the game. Actually gets a point where it's pretty close to the same weight as the original Alchemist deduction elements, so it's a much bigger thing. But yeah, so then, for example, you play that a couple times in loop, you'll get to understand that mechanic and master it, and then you'll eventually lock chapter 3, which adds in some new ingredients. You get some new potions you can make. There's
So how long does one of the rounds or one of the sessions take?
Sure. It takes about 20 to 40 minutes, so like the earlier
nice.
sessions play very quickly.
Right.
The first couple chapters, they're very quick. They're meant to be very light and tutorially. As you get to the later sections of the game, it can take a little bit longer. But yeah, chapter 3, you unlock some stuff. You get additional goodies and some adventures. You got like little cute little gothy kiddo that wants the ghost potions and a bard that wants
Nice.
So there's a little bit more content that layers in. The content eventually gets more like Eurogamey scoring towards the end.
Yeah.
The deduction, you actually get more. So somehow you get new ingredients. Your grid will expand.
Oh, wow.
This will continue to expand so it gets bigger. So there's some other surprises kind of tucked
Pretty
away
cool.
in the boxes that you'll kind of over the course of playing the game, you'll get to add more content. And when you get to the 7th chapter, you're playing like the full game, which is
Right.
a little bit heavier than what you're seeing in here. So that's just a Little Alchemist. It's meant to be scalable and to grow with the age and skill level of players. If you're playing with younger players, we found that like younger kids who are playing, even though it's a 7-up game for like safety reasons,
Right.
if you have adult supervision, little kids really actually quite enjoy just scanning and making potions and marking them down. So it's like a fun activity if you've got kids that you want to introduce the game to but aren't ready to play the full game. But then as they get a little more grown up and understand like the concepts,
Right.
it's very easy to kind of on-ramp them into the game and sort of like play as much as you want. Then as they get, they master each element, you can add a new layer.
Yeah, and then went on down there. I love it.
And the app itself has the tutorials in it, has cutscenes,
Oh, cool.
animated cute cutscenes. And then we have a book, also a physical manual. So this manual you can read, it has all the rules in it. We've actually sealed off the chapters, chapter by chapter, so you can break the seal and
Nice.
get just that next little
Oh, wow,
piece.
that's pretty cool.
But if you want to play without the rulebook, you just literally use the app, and it has guided instructions to help you understand how to play and remind you to do certain things.
I love it, zigging and zagging.
Yeah, so if you like the original Alchemist, this is like definitely and you want to introduce your kiddos, this is really great for that.
Absolutely.
Or if you found the original Alchemist was just too heavy, this definitely pares it down to
Nice
a
little
more
light game.
manageable level.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If you like Little Alchemist and you complete all the 7 chapters and you want something a little heavier, it's kind of a good on ramp to the regular.
This guy's only the expansion pack.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Little Alchemist. It's out now at Gen Con. It's just released and it'll be hitting stores very soon. So
I was gonna say, if they're not at Gen Con, how soon is soon, if you know,
I
or
believe it's what month is it? I think we're in August now, right? So I
my
believe
God.
this month they're hitting resale. So
very,
it's
very
pretty
cool.
quick.
And we can get it from CzechGamesEdition.com or
Yeah,
Yeah.
CzechGames.com. That's our website. You can find more information, and then we'll have different options for purchasing.
Excellent. Thank you very much. One other thing. What's next for Czech Games?
Oh, we have a lot of things going on.
That you can say, yeah.
Next year's the 10-year anniversary of Codenames, so that's
Wow,
exciting.
already
we've
10 years?
got we actually have the Codenames app that's coming out in September, so
Oh, wow.
this is like you pay for it once, and you have all these other unlockable content. There's
That's cool.
new game modes. It's asymmetrical, so you can play multiple games with people. It's got a lot of funky game modes like Minesweeper style mode, where you're like doing different things. There's a solo mode. There's lots of goodies to unlock. So the app's gonna be out in September on mobile devices.
And Codenames is very cool. I've actually used that to teach English.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
It's amazing
You can do a
thing.
lot with it. We also have word packs in there, so you'll unlock different themed word packs.
Oh, that's such a good
So
idea.
there's a lot of stuff to explore in the app, and that'll be out very soon. It's been many years in the making. It's finally ready. We're really excited to be launching it.
I can't wait to try it out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And again, Czech Games, check them out. They're awesome. Always amazing. Thank you.